This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It is Tuesday. The weekend is over. The long weekend is over. And if you are in Florida, I hope you're preparing for Dorian that's moving at 1 mile per hour fast towards you. Anyways, we got Moneybagg Yo. Now, 50 Cent had insulted Moneybagg Yo and his girlfriend, Meg the Stallion. And, yeah, he basically said, he was basically calling Moneybagg Yo a simp. Let's be honest, okay? He was basically saying, hey, bro, you're a simp. Which I think is weird because he was so celebratory of Cardi B and Offset getting together last year. Well, you know, getting married or whatever. So 50 Cent had originally wrote under they're all kind of good-looking HOES out here. The pressure of break 'em. And obviously he's alluding to the pool table, breaking pool, you know. So anyways, Moneybagg Yo says, hey, yeah, HOES, but she don't fall in that category, okay? So 50 Cent, I guess he got some pressure. Or why would he apologize? He did anyways. He said, hey, Moneybagg Yo, I looked at this picture and saw your comment and wrote that I didn't even realize that was Megan. Really? Okay, then he said, misunderstand and no disrespect, I'll hit your phone later. Then Moneybagg Yo said, she with whatever, I'm with it. I was like, okay. Now, I think they had a conversation on the phone anyways, and Moneybagg Yo was like, yo, I need that public apology, bruh. I need that public apology. It's disrespect. And 50 Cent knows we're in that Me Too era. And, you know, that was a little uncalled for, honestly. I mean, you know, they just posted a picture of whenever someone comes for 50 Cent and his girls that he's with, he fires back. So, you know, I respect it. Anyways, then also someone said 50 Cent, if you don't change the song back to Joe, I'm going to ask Jacquees to remix Many Men. I thought that was hilarious because that power intro is so trash with Trey Songz. It needs to be changed. But let's get right into the next story. Kevin Hart. More pictures come out of his incident with his car. I mean, he almost lost his life, man. Like, he went right through a fence in this car, and it is mangled. He is lucky to be alive. He is lucky to not be so severely injured where he can't walk or anything. Like, he got back surgery. His wife, Nico Hart, updated everybody, said he's in good spirits, thankful to be alive. But he's not, like, happy or anything. But, you know, he's happy to be alive, and that's a major thing. So congratulations to them, and glad he is alive. Then we got well, anyways, look at these accidents. Look at he went right through the fence. I mean, I wonder what happened. They said he wasn't driving. Yeah, he probably just lost control of the car. I think those cars are rear-wheel drive, and it's an old school, you know, probably just lost control in the dirt. Anyways, next up, we got Justin Bieber wrote a book online, okay? There's no way I'm reading this. I'm sorry. But he felt like that everybody would want to read this book about him reflecting on his past and his addictions. His, you know, he's like, found time to read this. It's from my heart. It's like, bro, I'm not that invested in you, bro. You got to be a Justin Bieber stan to read that thing. I mean, the guy's been on some weirdo stuff, some spooky stuff the past couple of years. You know, he's a part of some cult church and all that stuff. It's like, dude, you need to find yourself, bro. He's getting married and all this, you know, like all this pop-up marriages. It's weird. I thought this was funny too. Someone said one gotta go. It's a picture of Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD, Travis Scott. Obviously, everybody picked Trippie Redd. I mean, we could do without Trippie Redd in the music game. Let's be honest, okay? This is all you hear on a Trippie Redd track. Yeah. It's like The guy can rap. Post Malone's talented. Travis Scott and Juice WRLD are all talented. Trippie Redd can even rap. He just doesn't do it. I saw him do it on Tim Westwood once. It's like, all this guy does on a track is like, that's like half the track. And his tracks are only 2 minutes long. Then we got Simone Biles addresses brother's arrest. Wow. Okay, so she's an Olympian, and she said, my heart aches for everyone involved, especially the victims and their families. There's nothing that I can say that'll heal anyone's pain, but I do want to express my sincere condolences to everyone affected by this terrible tragedy. I ask everyone to please respect my family's privacy during this pain. Now, her 24-year-old brother, he took a couple of people's lives on New Year's Eve shooting in Cleveland that left 3 people gone. Okay, so he's charged. So he's gonna be. It's over, man. They were killing innocent after an investigation. Okay, so the 3 people that were, affected: 19-year-old, 21-year-old, and a 23-year-old. The police report an uninvited group of people entered a party where the altercation ensued. This is the problem, man. You can be famous or something, but you can't control the people you're related to. She said still having a hard time processing last week's news. Of course. I mean, your brother about that savage life. But anyways, then we got, I think that's about it on the news tip. I mean, I can give you guys some random news real quick, and then we'll get into some inspiration. Is one Moneybagg, yo. The craziest thing in these message boards. Oh yeah, I'm gonna re-bring this up. DJ Paul really thinks he can bring Young Buck back and help 50 Cent and Buck squash their beef. I mean, come on, man. A lot of people make a great team, okay? Cash Money was a great team, but they eventually split up, okay? Ja Rule, Ja Rule. What am I talking about? Manny Fresh, Juvenile. I meant to say Juvenile. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. And then, you got BG, Lil Wayne, and Turk, right? That was a great team, especially, with Baby starting to, it was great. But eventually, things break up over money and stuff. People think they deserve more. G-Unit broke up for the same reason. Lloyd Banks wasn't as motivated as 50, but had the lyrics. Tony Yayo's 50's best friend, so he's always around. They did have their problem at one point. Young Buck is Young Buck. He's not loyal. That's just plain and simple. He's gone against 50 twice. And 50 Cent's been, I'm not here to just defend 50 Cent, but it's listen, I'm sure he does some people dirty, but all I saw in the beginning of his career, which a lot of artists don't do, look at Jeezy's crew from the beginning. Look at Rick Ross's crew from the beginning. I'm not talking about Meek Mill, Wale. Go before that, okay? Those guys ain't rich, okay? When Rick Ross came out the gate, he didn't make sure everybody was rich. He made sure they had some money, but they weren't rich, okay? 50 Cent made those guys rich, okay? Tony Yayo, Young Buck, Lloyd Banks, they were all multi-millionaires. Even Olivia had money, okay? She wasn't even part of the original crew. And he stamped the game for Dr. Dre. But his original crew, before he sold the platinum, he went diamond, okay? He should have put out another CD immediately, but he put out a G-Unit album, okay? And stamped them, and then they had their solo albums while he released his next album. Many artists won't do that, man. Even if they're making the money from it. They feel like they're taken away from themselves, and they won't sprinkle that, success on other people. And as you can see, it lasts for a while, but it usually ends up biting you in the tush, man. I mean, I've helped all energy you direct to your homies, right, is energy you're not directing on yourself. And we can twist this into a inspirational type of thing, okay? Let me get rid of this guy's picture. basically, man, you know, if you are investing time in other people and not yourself, you're cheating yourself sometimes, you know, unless they're immediate family, you know, like you're willing to take the risk of them just going rogue on you. I mean, most people will go against you at one point. People are usually, and I know this sounds morbid, you know, it sounds dark, but it's the honest truth, man. You know, so I'm speaking from experience. Even people around you that are working with you and you're making the most of the money, they're a potential enemy. Your enemies usually come from within and close to you, okay? Always watch and always test, okay? Because and always trust your gut. That's one thing I didn't do, and I'm just giving you some experience that I have, you know, and you can take it for yourself. Invest in yourself before you invest in anybody else, okay? Because all you have control of is what you do with your life. You can't control what, you know, Joe Schmo does next to you, your best friend, whoever they are, okay? You can only control what you do with your life. And that's the most important. You know how hard you're going to work. You know how hard you are going to you know how much you're going to appreciate everything that happens, and you know how much harder you're going to go when good things start happening. So someone else could squander that because they didn't invest in themselves. So they didn't take any risk. You're taking the risk. You're risking your time, which is limited. You don't have unlimited time. And you're risking your money, which is limited. Everyone has a limit to their money. Even a billionaire only has $1 billion, okay? There's a limit, okay? You can only buy so many islands with $1 billion, okay? Anyways, my point is, be selfish, okay? This is Jordan Tower, JT News, and I'll check you on the next one.